Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video gonna look at a game that a subscriber sent in asking for a review. Uh, I hope soon to be able to show you guys some colonies content because I think that would be really interesting. But just wanted to wait a little bit longer to make sure everything is ready before I go and make any sort of content on colonies here. Um, so let's go back to focus on the game for today. So we got our protagonist feedback here, 383 versus 600 elo player. You have two of the really good corps here, Credicore and Point Luna. Cards are okay, though not amazing. So let's talk about what we want to do here. So if you look at our cards, what is our power card? Our power card is Advanced Alloys. So with Advanced Alloys, we also see a Metals Company. To me, that says the two of these go hand in hand. Now, here's where this might get a little bit controversial. Because we have Advanced Alloys, I would actually consider going Point Luna here. I still maintain Credicore is on average the best corporation, and I don't think it's wrong to go Credicore by any means. But Point Luna has this extra titanium production, which with Advanced Alloys is not zero, and it makes Earth tags better for us throughout the rest of the game. The second prelude is interesting. I think you can make arguments for any of them. Dome farming is progress towards NRA and just okay development with the 2 MC prod, but the 1 plant prod isn't really doing a whole lot for us. Polar Industries, again, 2 heat prod not doing a whole lot for us, but it is 1 TR, 1 point, and we could get 2 cards, but we're also okay with getting steel or titanium. Our opponent is first player, so there's a chance that they would take one of these from us, maybe, but I think we should be able to get at least one of these sites, so none of them would be a disaster. But Research Network is also really interesting because we would like a little more cards. Wild Tech could always be useful. The prod isn't that much. If you whiff on the cards, you're sad, but it's appealing because if we find Earth tags, then Point Luna really can start to pop off. The one upside of Polar Industries is this ocean does help us make progress towards nitrophilic moss, which seems decent here to me. So I think if I were looking at this hand, what would I do? If I were going, I think I'd go Point Luna, and I'd do Point Luna with Advanced Alloys, Nitro Moss, Metals Company, Research Network, and Fish. That is what I think I would take. If I were going to go Credicore, I think I would go slightly different. I would probably take most of the same cards, but I would not take Research Network. I would take Polar Industries. I would put Polar Industries on 2 plants, and then I would also take Special Design, so I could open with Special Design into Nitro Moss. And then with that 2 plant prod early on with Credicore and an Ocean, I can hope to then do some ocean walking along these places, which seems fine. I just think Point Luna with the Advanced Alloys has a little higher upside. But Immediate Archives is interesting, right? As Point Luna. You certainly like the card, but we're also kind of poor. Metals Company's okay development, but it's development in minerals, not in money. And Media Archives is a card we're going to want to play late, and so I'm not really sure it makes sense to buy now in the opening hand. I think it's a little too expensive. So that's what I do. Let's see what feedback does. Okay. So I like most of the decisions. I would definitely take the Special Design here with the Polar Industries. I would not go 2 cards. I would go 2 plants. I'd do the Nitro Moss, and I'd be very happy with that setup. I think Martian Survey is not really the card you want to play early on. It's not bad per se, like in every hand, but again, we don't have great developments, and it's kind of expensive for what it does. I think I'd just rather see another draft. So I would probably skip the Martian survey in this position. Opponent, oh sorry, I forgot to move it to the second column, even though it should be on the second column. Okay, there we go. So he does Business Empire and Martian Industries. That's kind of a weak one. So we do on 2 cards. So again, I don't like the 2 cards. When we have Nitro Moss, I've done 2 plants and then use the special design. Then we draw adaptation technology, which is really funny. That also will help us get Nitro Moss down at some time. Okay, opponent plays Molehole Area. I guess they wanted to do it on 2 cards maybe, so we lucked out that we blocked them there. But they're going here in the south. That's a very strange move because the south does not have very good adjacencies. To me, that means that they probably are having another tile in their hand that they're going to use to go elsewhere. They are Helion, so just because they're developing heat does not mean they're going to be pushing terraforming. They could just as easily go engine as well with the heat. We'll just have to see what they do. And adapted lichen. That's a weird one. That says I want to go terraforming, but then why put the Molehole Area down here? Do we really need that titanium for next gen? We only have 1 card in hand. I think you can just play the power plant or you can just pass, right? Depends on if you're afraid of energy tapping or not. I'd play it. Okay, we skip it. I think you take the decomposers. I don't think Cupola City is good enough to warrant and then expect to get power grid or underground debts back. Okay, Cupola's okay with the advanced alloys. I just don't think it's quite good enough compared to the upside that decomposers can have. But if you know, you can look like a genius or an idiot just depending on if you find the rest of the bio combo or not. But I mean, Cupola, the other reason to consider Cupola here is it gives our opponent a teleport out from the south. But I feel like they already have a teleport. That's why I don't value the Cupola as highly, because why else would you put the Molehole down there? Yeah, I mean, and there's the nuke zone, so they had that anyway. Yeah, wow. Nuke zone. Been nice if we were Point Luna and could have that nuke zone, but yeah, you definitely take nuke zone here. Don't give him a teleport. Don't let him have a chance at being able to snipe one of the heat bonuses here since he's Helion. Take that from him. And then what? He takes underground detonations, giving us decomposers? Is this Mad Lad actually about to, as a 600 level player, play underground debts Helion? I think he might be, because he's saying, I have 1 card in my hand, I'm just going to take a card that I can use over and over again to increase my production, which is, I will say, hats off to you, sir. I would never in a million years consider underground debts over decomposers, but let's see how that works out for him. And research coordination back, so he took methane from Titan as well. So that's something we want to consider when it comes to 2% oxygen. We don't want to do anything that's going to help him reach there. Because the later methane comes on, the better for us here. Honestly, I think there's an argument to just buy all 4 here. Okay, he skips the decomposers, which I will say I've done before. And as if you have been a frequent watcher of my videos, you will know I immediately got slapped by the game over and over by giving me like, oh, here's a viral enhancers. Oh, here's an eco zone. Oh, here's an advanced ecosystems. Oh, here's like 7 other bio tags. And I was like, yeah, never again. Sorry, game. I won't do it again. So I would definitely keep decomposers here. Playing advanced alloys already, looking to play like power plant into Cupola. I don't think there's a need to rush on that necessarily. Yeah, see, this is a mistake here. Don't float the power now, because now we could have an energy tapping and just energy tap you, and you're not playing that Cupola City. So don't float the power like this when you're not forced to. Just play advanced alloys and skip your action, right? You don't have to 2-action every time. It's the honest way to keep parity with the other player, and if he does 2 actions, I'll do 2 actions, but, you know, sometimes you have to do 1 action to sequence it right, so if he does 1 action, I'll do one action. Hopefully he does 2 actions back. If not, we'll just 1 action the rest of the game, right? You're allowed to per the game rules, so I'm not going to make a huge fuss, though I think it adds a lot of time to the games. Oh, the heat trappers. That's so annoying. That's the downside of the polar industries. So Research Network would have prevented that. But, I mean, 1 card in the deck, right? You can't really play around that. That's so annoying. Cupola City, yeah, I like it right there. Okay, I don't understand what the point of this research coordination is. None of our cards in our hand need research coordination in order to be played. So I will ask, what's the point? The other thing I want to point out is you don't have to put the city here. I do like the city there. It is my favorite spot for the city. But I think I would actually put the city over here on Noctis Labyrinthia, or how have you pronounced that? It's not on the Steam app, so all this stuff, I just go, yeah, that place. Only the volcano names are present on the Steam app, and that's where I spent my 1,000 hours playing this game. So start talking about the Eos Chasma, the Nurgle of Olis, or whatever, I'll be like, yeah, whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I would put it over here next to Noctis City because that gets us 2 plants. And we have Adaptation Tech and Nitro Moss. And I think I would actually play Adaptation Tech into Nitro Moss here with this hand as Credit Core. But if we could get the 2 plants with Nuke Zone, I just don't want to make it easy for him to snipe the heat bonus here, so I'd wait on it a little bit. And there it is, the Underground Dets. The Mad Lad is actually playing and using Underground Dets. It does get him 2 heat, so he will get 1 extra heat raise next generation, which is nice. You're always a little wary when you see a physics complex and a CEO's Hater Project. This is a pretty potent combo. I think I would always go Giant Space Mirrors here. We don't have any power in hand. We might want to have more. It can be used for heat, for Helion, blah, blah, blah. I would do Giant Space Mirrors. I like it. And then we immediately find even more power. Fun, fun. You can play Tech Stress Power, but I don't think it's what we want to play necessarily. Giant Space Mirrors are already here, and our opponent doesn't have the Science tags, so I would do Peroxide Power here. Okay. I don't agree, but maybe he's thinking maybe Physics Complex comes back, and I'll have the power to play it if it does. Of these 2, you take the CEOs because he took the Physics Complex. Don't give him a cheap 2-point card here. See, I think that's a mistake. Breathing Filters is not that good of a card, and having the 2 combo of Physics and CEOs, you don't want to do it. And Peroxide came back. We are loaded with power. I think 5 power is a little too much here. I would probably just take Giant Space Mirror, and that's it. Or I would just take Peroxide Power, and that's it. I think Giant Space Mirror is better. Peroxide Power is an extra tag towards Builder, though, which looks like we're in a tight race at 4-4 right now. So maybe for Builder reasons, you consider Peroxide Power instead of Giant Space Mirror. Okay, I think that's fine. We don't have extra building tags in hand anyway, so I don't think you have to speculate too much on that. And then NRB. Like, I get he didn't have many cards in hand. He kept 2 cards, so I guess that means you don't have to worry about the CEO and the Physics Complex combo. But NRB is crazy. And I see 10 mega credits. He has East Helion as well, of course, but do we think he's going to use Underground Dets again? Drawing 2 cards, fine. Space Elevators, amazing. That's fantastic. So, rewarded. Now we can use our Advanced Alloys, Space Elevator, and start selling it. Yeah, Space Elevator's slightly worse because the steel is alloyed, but also it's slightly better because we get extra 1 from the titanium, so it's a wash. Definitely would play it here. Yeah, I like it. We even get the Credit Core rebate. He did it! Underground Dets! The Mad Lad has done it twice now. That's insane. It's the best kind of insane. I'm here for it. Okay, SP Greenery, I don't like. What's the point of an SP Greenery here? We're making progress towards the methane, which you passed him, which I'm not a fan of. We don't have the money to play a Nitro Moss because adaptation technology isn't played. We don't really need the tempo on Gardener. I just don't think this does enough. I think this is too expensive and not very good, in my opinion. Okay, he raises heat and skips, so now I think we should nuke zone and take the heat. Yeah, uh, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Ooh boy. If we were Point Luna, we'd be pretty happy now with the cartel as well, but it's always Research Outpost. I mean, come on. You gotta go Research Outpost here. And the sponsors, I'm telling you, Point Luna fans, we would be eating good here. Um, but it's not sponsors here. I think you have to take Lake Marineris. Well, actually, do you? All right, actually, let's think about this. This is a really interesting game theory type of question. So I suspect, based off the card count in his hand, that he kept methane from Titan. If he kept methane from Titan, this mining expedition would turn it on for him, and more importantly, it would kill our two plants, which would be really annoying because we want to play the Nitro Moss. On the other hand, Lake Marineris looks really good in a game where Heat Track is flying and Oceans are not. So this could be like an insane 4-point card. This is not a great card, but it's a card that could be annoying for us and turn on Methane from Titan. I think my inclination is still take Lake Marineris, but Mining Expedition is worth considering here. Okay. I do like it. I do wonder about Mining Expedition, but he did what I ultimately decided I would do. And again, I would fight the heat pushing with taking bushes, right? We want to be able to explode on the ground if he's going to grab all the TR from the heat track. Yep. Okay, Mining Expedition came back. That's good. I'm a little surprised sponsors stuck around, but I think it's because of the cartel, right? So he gets the sponsors cartel here for 5 prod. 5 prod's decent, but I think the Lake Marineris is better here, and Mining Expedition might even be better as well. So I would buy 3 here. Yeah, I like it. Okay. I would personally not research Outpost here, because there's not really anything that we're doing with it. If it were me, I would just play Giant Space Mirror and I would pass. You might say, but Thread, what about the 1 discount from Research Outpost? And yeah, I mean, it's there, but it's not so critical that we have to front load, all the cash right now. We could find Mars U. We could, there's other things that could happen. There's no need to rush it out. I would just Giant Space Mirror, like have energy if we found like Dev Center or something, and just wait and see. Okay, 2 heat raises to get the heat bonus makes complete sense. I would just, I think if you're gonna, you should definitely play Giant Space Mirror here, if nothing else. But okay. Sponsors, cartel. Is he going to do underground debts again? He has enough if he uses some heat. There's that NRB being activated too. Lichen. No, we're not liking it. I was hoping to see another underground debts, but okay, Lichen's down. 2 plant tags, both lichens, implies to me that NRA, right? Or insects? Because it really is weird that you'd play 2 of the most like meh plant cards like that. But so just something to keep in mind. You can't make any determination yet. Underground City is kinda poggers with alloys and Giant Space Mirror, but I don't think it's good for him really. I would take the Hired Raiders because we would like to take the alloyed steel from him. for us, and we don't want to get hired rated because that would hurt with our space elevator. So I would do hired raiders here. Yeah, I like it. Rad Kim because of the builder tag. I think. Okay, I don't think Steelworks makes that much sense. Great Dam, definitely take its building tag. Okay, what energy saving for 2? Like, are we having ideals of energy saving into Giant Space Mirror? Like, no. And if he plays energy saving to play Underground City, by all means, let him. I'm just not scared of Steelworks because he has plant prod already and he's invested a good deal into it. I don't think he really wants to eat his own oxygen like that here in Gen 5. Yeah, I would have kept a building tag there. I think Radkim would have been kept, or at the very least windmills here. Arctic algae is not what you want to see in the dev center, so he has that. Well, that sucks. We can at least take his money since he used all of his steel on the dev center. NRB still getting used. Okay. Yeah, we finally have enough money to play the Nitro Moss. I like that. I would have played it Gen 1, with my line, which I think would have made a pretty big difference, but it's fine. A little more heat with imported advanced GHG. Did he, draft this? He must not have methane? Because imported advanced GHG is 12 mega credits. Underground dets is 10. I would just underground dets before doing this unless I just drew it for free from the dev center, in which case it's 1 MC cheaper. So in which case, sell that card and do underground dets because it's the same amount of money then, and you get the extra swag points from me. But okay, maybe he'll do underground dets with the heat. We'll see. SP Greenery again. I think you're forcing Gardener here, and I'm not really a fan of it. Just save your money. Things can get better. You don't have to rush it out. IO's interesting. You could go an IO line, but I think even with 7 Titanium next gen, I would call that a bait. I think it sinks our chances for a milestone if we are spending that much on IO, so I would not play it. I would still do the Giant Space Mirror personally. That sabotage is really annoying when we have alloyed minerals in hand, but I think since the game is not really in our control on the heat track, you have to take restricted area here. Dome Crater I think is a must take because 1, it gets you mare. 2, it gets us close to builder. And 3, it enables a No, you're 1 off on a conversion. Rats. But I would still do Dome Crater here. Yeah. Earth Office I don't think has that much value. He only has 5 cards in hand. We have no Earth tags in hand. If we were Point Luna, it'd be a different story. But here I would just take Shuttles, I think. Yeah, I like it. I don't like the lack of energy, but with alloyed titanium, you could keep 3. I think skipping domed is not great. We've been Credicore. I would take the Dome Crater here. Okay, restricted area on a card. I would be more inclined to, if we'd kept Dome Crater, to put it on a plant and then with the plant go Dome Crater and convert. That seems quite nice to me. Cloud seeding, bleh. We can play it though. Hit Helion's heat prod. That's kind of funny. And microbes. At least it's power, but I'd have rather done the Giant Space Mirror, and I'd have rather done that before he can hit us with the sabotage. I think drawing first there is maybe not quite accurate. But he lets us get away with it because he draws a card instead. Okay, again, floating power unnecessarily. Microbes is nice for the steel, but we don't, and builder, so we are one tag away on builder. All the more reason to have kept Dome Crater, I guess. Yeah, there's the sabotage. We lose a lot of value. That's why I'd have probably just gone ahead and played it, but I mean, we basically still pay for Giant Space Mirror anyway, so not the biggest deal. Escarpment is sure rude, though. Thanks a lot. That's, at least Industrial Microbes came at the right time. Now we can still continue to sell steel. Cloud Seeding has the revenge. I would probably not play Cloud Seeding in this particular situation, but it's very funny, so I'll allow it. We do have adaptation tech down, so we can play the shuttles before the giant space mirror, which is fair, but... Oh my gosh, it's happening! The extreme cold fungus into the NRB combo. Look at this, the underground debts, the extreme cold fungus in the NRB, the lichens, we're liking it. Like, what a crazy setup here. I can't believe the crazy cards he's playing. I love it. Boom, 1 TR. There we go. And there's that methane from Titan. Yeah, he did keep it after all, and because we did those SP Greeneries, he gets it online. That is more reason I'd have waited on those SP Greeneries. I think it was not great. I would love to take Herbies. However, Comet is too good with Arctic Algae. And it's a conversion for us to get Gardener as well, so you have to take Comet here. Ooh, these are good cards. Take Olympus Conference, because that's the building tag for Builder, so quite good. I don't rate Business Contacts that highly. Again, Point Luna regrets here, but I would take Olympus. I like it. We got Herbies back, which is surprising. He could play Commercial District and be really annoying, but I think the upside of the Herbies is better than the upside of the Commercial District. I don't rate Business Contacts highly. I would buy 3. I would plan on Comet, Conversion, Olympus Conference, claim Terraformer, and I think we can claim Gardener next gen. Depends on if he wants to force the issue with SP Greeneries or not. I like it. I like his choices. Dev Center. Oh, no. Giant Ice Asteroid. Are you kidding me, dude? Dude, that is so rude. Come on. We had 6 plants we were going to use. You can't do that to us. Yeah, well, he gets to convert once here. We don't get to convert any, but we can Comet to blow up 1 plant. Some small form of revenge. Sure. There's fine. There's also fine. Depends on what we want to do with these 2 plants. But I'm imagining we're looking at maybe like SP Greenery convert next gen. Oh, we're SP Greenery now. Okay. I would have done it on 2 plants if we could afford it, because I would want to have another conversion and not float another 7 plants, because Deimos could be rather nasty next generation. Commercial District, blocking us off the top. That's kind of annoying, but we knew that was a possibility. We said Herbies seemed more annoying overall, so it is what it is. Yeah, probably correct to fund Gardener. Could get stolen if he has like greenhouses and convert and like investment loan or something. Like I can come up with a scenario where he could have it, and I don't think we're so behind that we need to risk it. So I do agree we probably have to just claim Gardener here. Space elevator sale I like. Oh, the NRB is chugging along. We are getting tons of TR from it now. I say we, our opponent, but I gotta be honest. When a guy plays Underground Debts, NRB, and Extreme Cold Fungus, even though I'm trying to help feedback out here, and we're looking at it from his point of view, you can't help but cheer on the guy a little bit, right? Like, this is just so funny to me. Bushes are online for us, which is great. So I guess that 4 mega credits was necessary. Did he have that when we did that already? When did we raise heat? Yeah, when we did the comet. In that case, yeah, I like the heads-up play. I missed that we were at -10 already. Though, actually, with adaptation tech, could have played it anyway. But yeah, in that case, getting the money back makes a lot of sense because it gives us just enough money to then play bushes, which is really important. I like it. He plays mine, so he's real close to taking builder. But luckily, that giant ice asteroid was too expensive. He can't afford it. So we will have to open with Olympus and claim immediately. Small animals looks quite good here. Hit his plant prod, slow him down, get some points. These other 3 cards don't matter. I like it. Remember that decomposers I talked about here? Yeah, it's happening. Moss isn't as valuable because he already has the 3 plant tags. Honestly, maybe just the SF Memorial here because he has steel and not a lot of cards in hand. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't really care if we get hacked, honestly. Magnetizer. Okay, hackers, whatever. Take the small animals. I think Olympus is still better than SF Memorial on average, so I would just take small and Olympus and play Olympus, and that's it. I like it. Oh no. SP City. He sees that we have Mare available, and he's looking to take all 3 milestones, but we can't. Our opponent's at 34 TR. He's just going to raise the heat and claim Terraformer. There's no way that we can get both Mare and Builder here. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. At least we do get 4 mega credits back. I don't hate that idea of blocking him off on his Ocean Walk as well. But to have to do it such an expensive play when Builder was already available. I think that is one of the challenges of this interface is you look at your building tags and you see 6, and you see me in some videos, right, miss that the wild tag is there, and that is 7. So I think that was a miss on his part, so something to keep in mind. Just check those wild tags. All right, we take Mare. Opponent's going to raise heat and take Terraformer. Yeah, all as expected. I do like greeting rebates, but here I would not. I would probably just take the 4 cash back here next to my city with a conversion. Ooh. Ooh. Funding Landlord. Really? We are up 4 tiles. We do have 2 animals. He can definitely fund Thermalist. He won't want to fund Miner. He can definitely fund Banker. I get it. He certainly can fund something, and you're thinking, I want to fund cheaply at 8, but I think when your opponent has this much control of the heat track, if they have a card like Insects, which is about to come online, suddenly that Landlord Fund does not look very safe to me. I am a little concerned that we can just get bullied out of Landlord if he wants to stop using his heat as heat. So I'm not really a fan of the Landlord Fund here. What? AAA for 26 in Gen 8? That's crazy. Does it get us an NRB value at least? It does. All right, it gets us NRB value, so it's 1 extra TR here. I mean, we were going to get that anyway, but maybe another gen or 2 from now, it matter. But I mean, Underground Debts is 10. 1 plant prod is probably not worth 16. So yeah, that's I don't think AAA is a great play here, but man, I am all about this heat and microbe synergy he's trying to force here. So, kudos to you, brother. Kudos to you. The AAA is truly some next level strats. Yeah, I do agree. Not greeting it. Small animals hitting his plant prod. Easy come, easy go, right? You gain 1 and you lose 1. Yeah, the NRB is going to be able to activate for a while. Strip Mine is a little interesting. If we played that Space Mirror a long time ago, We definitely could look at like a miner fund, but again, you don't really want to fund miner when you're got advanced alloys, because it means you're having to save up your production, which you don't want to do because it's worth a lot more. So I still think I wouldn't fund miner, even if we could play strip mine here. Opponent plays Great Dam into Miranda Resort. Okay, 3 production Miranda Resort you're paying with heat is interesting. Boy, that Earth Cat is really good, and yet I think it is a bait. 6 cards in hand for opponent, 8 cards in hand for us. We're pretty poor. I actually think that GHG Bacteria is probably better for our opponent, and Inventor's Guild is okay for us, though it's Gen 9, so a little expensive. But, I mean, NRB, he's already got value with Extreme Cold Fungus NRB, so I don't think we have to worry too much about this threat. So I think I would do Inventor's Guild, honestly. It opens up a Scientist angle as well. Okay, I can't fault anyone for picking an Earth Cat. I just don't think it seems very good here. As much as Grass is a fun card, I actually am a little scared of this Symbi Fungus to our opponent. But Extreme Cold Fungus, NRB, it is an extra TR, but it's 1 TR for 7. I would guess I'd still do Grass. Yeah. Both these come back. I guess Inventor's Guild. I think Earth Cat is a bait, honestly. I think you have to take Grass since you funded Landlord. And Inventor's Guild is okay, it just seems expensive. It's Gen 9. We're kind of poor. I don't think we can really afford to like play Olympus Conference in the Inventor's Guild. I think it's too much here. I'd probably just take Grass and skip the rest. Okay, I get it. It's nice to have some card draw if the game goes longer, but we already have restricted area. I think this is just too much. Yeah, opponent gets the 2 plants, they can get a conversion, gets the heat bonus, all makes perfect sense. Yeah, Urbies into conversion, I like it a lot. Yeah, I think the card makes sense as well. Oh boy, Soil Factory. Be still my heart. Oh my gosh, it's happening. More NRB value. Yeah, Thermalist funded. I mean, what you gonna do, right? I don't think it makes any sense to fund the rest of these at this point, so it was inevitable. I'm not sure about turning on giving him the ocean bonus, but it does let us play Lake Marineris and farming and fish actually, so you know, maybe not that bad. You can even wait on Lake Marineris. He raises heat twice, places the ocean fine. Sell like Archie and Strip Mine, and then play fish and farming, and then play Lake Marineris next gen. I like that. Okay, he takes the bait. He takes the bonus ocean. I don't like Grass here. I think it was better to have done farming instead. I think he just might have forgotten that farming existed, but and then you remember that he could play fish, so that's a little bit of funny stuff there. Viral enhancers, hate to see that. And he does have the Symbi Fungus, but I'm not convinced it's that good for him. Bio combo, it'd have been like extra 2 points in that Decomposers. And the Underground City, he kept it all this time and he puts it there. That's a very weird placement for me. To me, that kind of implies a urbanized area, because otherwise I feel like you'd want to put it like here or here, right? Somewhere other than there where you're capped. Unless he has mangrove. Might be implying a mangrove. I don't know. We'll see. But those are the things I'm considering. Zeppelins. I guess he wants to fund Banker. But, I don't know, man. Zeppelins is not really a card I'm that excited about. Oh my gosh. We got a Predators alert. He just played an animal too, right? No, he didn't play an animal, but he has a viral enhancers, and we have animals. Yeah, so you can't let him have that predators. Absolutely not. And I think this is the major mistake here is taking this card draw. What would you want to find from this card draw if you were your opponent? A 1 point animal like predators that I can use to hit my opponent for 1 and then get 1 back, and I get viral enhancers value. This is like minimum a 3 point card. This is insane. Passing it you cannot do ever. So I think passing it is a big mistake here. Lagrange is interesting for scientists. We do have plenty of titanium that we need to spend that we haven't spent yet. But industrial center is a little annoying to get hit by. But we have enough spaces around. I'm not super worried about it. I think I would take Lagrange. Okay. Take the caretaker, but yeah, you obviously took the predators. That's not good. Get industrial center back? That's surprising to me. I probably wouldn't bother with it. We're not that rich. He doesn't... I mean, we could grief 1 spot, but he can always just make more if he needs to. I think we're not rich enough for Business Network either, which is why I would not have past predators for it. I would just take Lagrange since it's basically free with our titanium. Yeah, if you're not even going to keep the card draw, then definitely do not give him predators. I like blocking the mangrove spot. I like setting up rebates. I like blocking him from getting further access this way. Get to just convert there. I like it. Okay, he gets a conversion there. 11%. Bears are online. It's a bear market here. Yeah, I would convert there. 2 mega credits makes sense. I'm not like huge on playing the Olympus Conference here, but 9 for a point is not like the worst either. We can't force an end, so it's okay. Yeah, there it is. There's the Predators. It'll be hitting us twice, it looks like, which is a 5-point card for him, because -2 from us, +2 for him, and the viral enhancers +1, so 5 points. Alright, we can play farming. He remembered it this time. That's good. The NRB value, though, it keeps going. Artificial photosynthesis, not what we're wanting. Mangrove, okay, we found it, and it's right there, and it's playable. We can get this oxygen here. Definitely want to do that if we can. Okay, asteroid mining. That's weird. Playing asteroid mining on Gen 10 either means he has a completely empty hand or he has a ton of Jovian molts in his hand. I don't know. That's a weird play. We already have Io, so we know we can't have that. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. But with that, he really can't end, right? 3 heat raises, but we already saw Comet, so Comet doesn't exist to help push him over the edge. I don't think he can end, so I think we're safe to sell 2 and play Mangrove. Oh, actually, towing a Comet lets us get all the TR, basically. Just the heat track stuff remaining. That titanium we have left over finally coming into use for us. I like it. Ooh, research into AI Central. Dude, what? We're drawing random cards and turning on the AI Central in the second to last generation? Like, I get you're pretty rich, but man, that's a weird place. I don't really understand why you'd invest that much money. Do I like the card? It's fine. That is 6 cash for us right there with the soil factory. So I actually would be tempted to go the 6 cash to play Soil Factory here, but we don't have the power for it, so I think card's fine, actually. Yeah, Heather, whatever. Mangrove, excellent, incredible, amazing. We get another conversion as well, which is nice. They play the Livestock. Cow goes moo. If we had predators, we could be eating that, which would be fantastic. Yeah, convert there. I like it. Pass and pass. All right, last gen. Okay, Convoy from Europa is a free ocean for us, kinda, because of our titanium. It beats having an SP, I suppose. Space Station doesn't seem that good. Sure. Definitely Eos. I'm shocked he gave us Eos, because that's a lot of steel for him, and he has 1 point animals. Tardigrades does nothing, so just take immigration shuttles. Take convoy. Does Eos get us another point? Doesn't on small. It could get us a point on fish, but we have our hands full if we want to end this generation. But I'm not really certain we can. We're up by 12 points, but our opponent can just fund something and make life hard. But the problem is this Predators and this AI is a massive value swing where he's going to be earning, 3 points, and we're going to be earning half a point. We're not winning the longer we go, so I kind of think you have to try and force the end here. But it's unfortunate. I'm not sure we can afford Eos and force the end, but maybe he'll take some of the heat, in which case Eos is a good buy. Sure, Convoy for 4 cash back is okay, but if we had aspirations for Eos, maybe the 6 cash back is better. But we could convert here to get 6 cash back. The problem is that it sets up a 4-point city for him, so I'm not really a fan of converting for 6 cash back here. I'd have probably not done it there, put it on the 2 steel, and converted for 2 cash back over here or something. I just don't like giving him a high value city. Yeah, converting for that I think is maybe too high a value of a city for him. Predators hitting us is so annoying. Yeah, alright, we're SPing Asteroid. We probably do need to end. The NRB getting its value. We have enough money, we can sell the end. We are up by about 14 points. Alright, we're selling, we're going for it again. Okay, Ganymede Colony is a little scary to see because that is a 4-point card. Selling 3 to SP the last asteroid, sure. Water import from Europa. That's now 2 5-point cards. Into TG. Dude, he had no titanium prod for the entire game. Except for when he got 2 titanium prod last gen. The same gen he played AI Central. And then he just drops 3 Jovian molts in the last generation here? Wow. I am shocked. Yeah, I think we lose when he has 3 Jove molts there. Could we sell to play any of this? No, not really. Could we have ever afforded the Eos? No, not really. Birds is annoying. It's another 1-point animal. Mars University. I think the Birds is kind of a misplay from him, though, because he's paying 10 mega credits when, he could just fund Banker and just win an award. That's got to be worth more, right? 5 versus 2. It doesn't keep us from getting a Greenery. So I think that was a mistake on the opponent's part. Nicely surrounded city, at least. But yeah, it's a 5-point loss. That's rough. Certainly the Predators was a huge part of it, right? This was a 5-point card right there. If we'd played it instead, we could have eaten from his Livestock and life would have looked a lot better. But, 3 Jove molts, man. He did not look like he was going Joves. I am very surprised he was able to play all that from out of the blue. So, unfortunate. But, He could have obviously just funded Banker instead of playing the birds, so it could have been plus 3 points for him. Um, so I'm not certain that even the Predators would have really swung it, but as he played it, it could have. But yeah, that was a crazy game. Last minute, 3 Joe molts being dropped, extreme cold fungus feeding an NRB all game, underground debts over decomposers to use it, like crazy, absolutely crazy in the best way. uh, yeah, I think ultimately just the Predators was the biggest mistake of this game. The SP City was the second biggest mistake just because we could have played the building tag instead. And I think not playing the giant space mirror for so long hurt because we could have played it previously, had power to do a few more things, had the energy rolling over to heat to maybe help us with 1 or 2 bumps up the temperature track. But anyway, hope you guys appreciated the video. Thanks for watching, and like I said, hopefully get some colonies content out there pretty soon. Till then, I'll see you guys next time.